Hello again. I need to be careful and not to hit a button because it just ruined like 5 minutes of my video. So we're going to start this over. I'm Izzy and I haven't done a paint pouring video in a while, but I'm using a huge canvas. It's an 18 by 24. And if it turns out well, then you're going to actually see the painting or the process. It's going to be a straight pour with a little bit of a twist. A couple of the paints have satin enamel in them, and that's the yellow and the blue. No, not the yellow and the blue, sorry, the yellow and the white. The base coat that I used on the canvas is white with a little bit of acrylic or of Artist Loft titanium white to hopefully make some nice lacy effects along with the natural producing cells of the metallics that I'm using and of the enamels that were added to the yellow and the white. And the consistencies of these paints, I'm going to try this again. You can see this. They're pretty thick. It's a mound on a mound. I don't know that you can see that, but all the paints are that consistency except for the Artist Loft white at the base coat, and it takes quite a bit to get it thin, or actually to get it thick enough, the Artist Loft, because it's not as heavy bodied as I'm used to, and it's this Artist Loft. It's not as heavy bodied as I'm used to doing, but it still makes a beautiful color. Or you know, a nice consistency. It just takes some work to get the consistencies down. If I had you watch me mix my paints, this video would be over an hour because it took that long. And I let the paints rest for about 2 hours, and that decreases the air bubbles. So all my paints are mixed with flood or Floetrol, and the consistencies vary on the paints. So the majority of the paints, at least the colors. So here are the colors that I used, and I'll tell you the consistencies after I'm done showing you these. So this is Saks True Flow Heavy Bodied Acrylic, and so that's one of the colors, and this is Chrome Orange. I also used Chrome Yellow True Flow Heavy Body Acrylic. I also used True Flow Heavy Bodied Acrylic Ultramarine Blue. These paints are from Saks, and I didn't say that. And I also use Saks True Flow Heavy Bodied Acrylic Burnt Umber. Those paints are thick. They're really thick, but they have a very vibrant color. And I don't know why I stopped using them. I used to use them all the time when I first started painting, and I don't know why I switched out of using them. Because I discovered them today when I was cleaning up this place a little bit. My husband's going to be shocked that I actually cleaned this up a little bit, but anyway, trying to clean it up. But so sorry, I got a little off there. So these paints, they're thick, so it's like a 4 or 3 parts Floetrol, 4 parts Floetrol to 1 part paint. If you want it thicker, sometimes you have to add a little bit more paint, and that's what I had to do to get it to that consistency that I wanted, which is a mound on a mound. The other colors that I used is this Creative Inspirations Metallic Bronze, which makes a beautiful color, and I'll show you the colors as I'm pouring them in the cup. So this isn't as thick, so it's more like a 1-to-1 Floetrol to paint. Maybe a little bit more Floetrol, but again, I do it to consistency. I have not added water in any of these. I also used 24 karat gold, and this is thicker, so it's 2 parts Floetrol to 1 part paint, and then I added more gold to try to get it to that mound on mound consistency, because I'm not perfect with those things. I have not added water to anything. So I used Deco Art Satin Enamel in 2 of the colors, and that's the white that I'm going to use for my cup, and also in the yellow. I'm hoping to mix the cups where I can create a green. So it's going to be a straight pour, and and with a twist. I think I said that probably already. But I'm hoping to create I'm hoping to create something that is beautiful. So I hope that it works. So as far as the satin enamels go, I don't know the ratios that I use. I just put a little bit on, I just pour a little bit in and be done, so I don't know the ratios of that. I also have some leftover black that is a thin consistency like the white that's on the canvas. And that consistency, I used this flow acrylic to make this black, and I made this yesterday. And it's just to put around, once the straight pour is poured, I'm gonna pour it around it so it stretches easily and I don't lose all the center. So I'm gonna try to put you down without stopping you. I have a bad habit of that. But before that, I want you to see my dog. So he's in here and he's watching me paint. If you can see him, say hi, Red. It's hot outside, so he's with me right now. So, okay, I'm gonna try to bend you down without turning you off so you can see the canvas. That lost it all. Obviously, I'm gonna have to put something in front of there. Okay. I think you can see the canvas pretty good. All right, we're still running, that's good. Okay, so I'm gonna put my cup on here. I need to go grab some gloves. One thing I forgot to tell you was that I did prep the back of the canvas so it doesn't get all messy with this tape. And also I put big punch pins in the corners of the canvases to keep the canvas up. Because I hadn't been doing that lately. My canvases have been stuck to the paper. So I don't want to do that. Because this is too big of a canvas for anything to happen to the bottom. So anyway, so let's get started. So this I need to get rid of. There's a color in there that's weird. So I have some white paint left that if I need it, I'll use it. So I'm gonna start pouring in the paints now. I have this ready because I noticed that the Artist Loft white tends to sometimes leave a little bit to be desired, not to be desired or whatever, that I have to get with tweezers so it doesn't ruin my pour. Like I said, or I didn't tell you on this one because I lost you, I let these paints rest for about 2 hours. The consistency is very thick, mound on a mound. I'm going to pour just a little bit of this in the cup, not a lot, just a little, to start off with. Don't really know how I'm starting this, but I'm going to put a little bit of blue. I think I want to make green right off the bat. There's no silicone in any of these paints. Hoping to make cells on their own, because silicone is a pain in the neck to get off of a canvas before you want to varnish it. So this is a metallic blue. I don't really know what color you want to call that, but that might have came out lucky. Better give those a little stir before I do another little bit of white here. Some of this burnt umber. Some of this chrome orange. And bronze. All right, so we're gonna start this process over again. Put some white in there. Some blue. And I don't think I want to make it green this time. Some white. Some yellow. Chrome yellow. That orange. I don't want to do that one either. Some of this metallic blue. Yeah, that's better after I. Some gold. That gold is really pretty. Some burnt umber. Okay. Did we ever pour bronze? I think we did. All right, I'm gonna put some more white. Sorry guys, this process goes on for a while. Some blue. Go for some green again. Some of these colors I've never put by each other before, so I'm wondering, but I think it'll be fun. I'm going to show you this cup before I pour it. It is absolutely beautiful. The thing with acrylic pouring is you can really pretty much do what you want. You don't know what the outlook is going to be. You don't have a plan. You have kind of a plan, but you don't really have a plan, which makes it nice because I don't know why it makes it nice. I just think it does. Okay. So, what haven't I poured in there? Put more white in. I hope this white does what I want it to. I think it will. Nah, I don't want to put that together. And the white should sink because of the satin enamel. Some of it should be sinking. Taking a risk putting all this metallics together, I think. Last of that, so there's really not a lot that goes around. I'm going to put yellow by it because it might make it a more vibrant orange. You never know. Some bronze. Metallic by metallic. Let me get this here. Blue. Do we want green again? I think so. Some yellow in there. Now this has the tight satin enamel in it too. Ah, don't really want to mess up my rings. A little bit of white. We're almost done with the layering. Metallic blue. It's not quite gone, is it? No, I don't think I want to mix that. Let's see what happens if we put two together. Maybe it'll turn out beautiful. This gold is so fantastic. Definitely don't want to waste any of it. the last color I'm putting in is the white. I'm going to give it a minute to sink. Okay, can you guys see that cup? Yeah, yep, you guys can. All right, obviously I've made a mess on my canvas, so that will be taken care of with some of the white. Mix this white with that white. And this is a thinner consistency too, this white, so that kind of made a pretty mess on the canvas, but I don't want it, so we're gonna pour over it. All right, are we ready for this? All right, so this is a straight pour. And the white has sunk, if you can see that. Look at this cup. This cup is beautiful. All right, so it's a straight pour. So let's go. Twisting it a little bit. I should have stopped it before then. Oh yeah, there are a lot of cells developing here. Oh! Fudge. Are you still on? You are. Fantastic. That was almost a disaster. Okay. See all those cells developing through here? I'm going to try and get this blob out of here because I don't want it in my, I can make it look like it belongs. Okay. So my table isn't quite level, which I know that. I don't exactly know. I sometimes put things up, and I can do that. I see something I need to get out of there. I love the colors in this. So I did make some green in there. I see that. So I'm going to pop some bubbles here. lot of beautiful cells developing in here, which I kind of want to let it sit just for a little bit because it makes them come out even more. Look at that one. It's kind of an interesting cell. So if you don't let your paint set long enough, you'll have a lot of bubbles in it. There's something else I need to grab. I don't know where these came from. Oh, I guess that's just paint. Okay. So, I am going to pour some black around there so it flows better when I start to stretch it. Oh, yeah, because I don't want to lose the corners or the edges. I should shake that just a little bit. And I'll pop those bubbles. This torch has been through a lot, can't you tell? Resin, been doing a lot with resin lately. It's turning out really good. Wow, I love this right here. There's a lot of interesting things happening too. In several places. I don't want to take you down because I'm going to lose you. I'll take you down when we're finished doing the stretching, but I can lift it up to you also. I don't know where all this stuff is coming from. I think when I dropped everything is what happened, when I almost lost you guys. Good thing I have a lot of paint on this canvas. All I gotta say. Okay. All right, so the tilting begins. Always go to the center after you're done moving it one way. And it's going to be a slow process. See, it's not rolling over itself because I have that black paint around it, so that's good. Okay, we're going to go back to the center. There's a lot of neat things happening in this painting. Okay. I'm going to go back to the center here. Go down to the other end. Over here. So I don't see anything that's needing me to get out of, but there probably will. I see something. Aha! Let's see if that's... What the heck? Down to this corner. I'll go back to the middle. A lot of peacocky things happen in the middle there, which I want to get to open up a little bit. So I'm going to put this set for a second. Wow, those colors are fantastic. Oh, Izzy. Crap, I did that. Should be wiping my hands off. Okay, now we're getting it to open up a little bit. All right, let's get this back to the center. One of my continuous problems is overworking a piece where I lose all the interesting stuff because I try to do, just a little bit more and realize that I really messed it up. So I'm going to try not to do that with this because this is really, really pretty and I don't want to mess it up. So maybe I should videotape more often. It keeps me in check. Get this all the way over that edge. Okay, now we're gonna move it back. Woo, look at these. Wow. Fabulous. Fabulous, fabulous. All right, I think I want to stretch it back down to this other corner here because I want to get those beautiful areas to open up. They look like peacock feathers. Wow. Okay. I want to go to that corner. To open it up the rest of the way. That's a slow off corner. To the center a little bit. Look at that middle. Wow. Golly, fantastic. Okay, I think that's all I'm doing. Very interesting. Not so sure about this middle, but this is absolutely beautiful. That white paint, I just am not sure about it. See all those little dots of white? That's from the Artist Loft white paint, or it might, maybe it's from the titanium white. I'm not really sure, but I'm not a fan of it doing that. And you can't really get them out with the tweezers. It doesn't work very well. I'm gonna leave that there because it's kind of interesting. Try to stretch that other part out a little bit. Without distorting my cells too bad. Okay, we're done. We're done. I'm going to take you down and show you this. I need to torch it one more time. Where's my paper towel? I don't know where it is. I also wanted to show you the inside of my cup. It's really pretty too. Okay, I want to torch this again and see if we can't bring out more of those cells. I had to fill up my torch this morning because I had used all of it for a resin piece I'm working on. Kind of don't like these blotchy areas. Not sure what's happening. I don't like them. I think more cells are going to pop up with this. This is so pretty. I'm going to bring you down, and I'm not going to touch it. I'm done. Done. Done, done, done. It's definitely abstract. I couldn't be happier. It turned out really good. So it does have some green because the way I layered the cups, but those sacks, I don't know why I stopped using those. And that bronze and the 24 karat gold, I put them together and they worked out beautifully together. That was red, he was shaking. I'm going to take you down, and I hope without messing this up. Okay. Okay, so can you see this? I'll go slow. This is the part that I'm focused on, those peacock feather-like things. And I'm just gonna leave that there. I mean, I'm not sure what this looks like yet, and I'll have to come up with a name probably, because I'm probably gonna try to put this in the gallery. But I think more cells are gonna develop and maybe a name will come to me. If anybody has an idea for a name, I'm willing to take it. So, or to at least consider it. But there's all kinds of different cells happening here. I'm very, very happy with this painting. Bye guys. Have a good day.